In the last video, I wanted to go from this to this, so I ordered this, but it wasn't great. It needed a lot of work. So I carried on doing some prep and I took it to a paint shop, but they said no. So what can we expect in this video? Well, while I'm trying to get that bumper sorted, we're going to fit the exhaust. And going from a Carrera S, that means we got to fit a centre exhaust. So what challenges are we going to face now? So the first thing we're going to do is get the bumper off. I found that this is the best way to get access to everything. So here's a quick montage of me stripping that bumper down. And off it comes. And it's BPF, so it's in great condition. But that's that piece. Always make sure you put your screws and label them up. God, how many times have I lost screws? So let's just take a look at the back of the car. So this is where things start to get interesting. On the Carrera, the whole area is built around cooling, intercoolers, ducting, very controlled airflow. Everything has a job and everything lines up where it's intended to. But the GT3 is completely different. There's no intercoolers here. It's just open space, airflow. And so when you try and put this bumper on the car, this is where we're going to see some challenges. Definitely in terms of mounting points, but also we're going to have another problem later that I'll come on to. And just as I say that, here's my dog here that's just come to visit me. Hey Riz, how you doing? You going to help out? Good stuff. So on the last video, I've got a bit of a confession to make. I did actually do a test fit of the bumper, as you see here. Did do the parking sensor holes and everything after that, but I had to be 100% sure that this bumper was definitely going to fit. And it's pretty good, actually. It does fit quite well. I'm assuming this is a replica GT3 bumper. I don't think it's an original. So, bit of a sigh of relief there. And let's crack on. So let's get on now with the exhaust. So what I did do here is actually just ease off the V-bands. What I found before is the exhaust can kind of fit quite tight, and to try and line it all up and get a decent alignment, loosening these V-bands off really does help with that. As we see later in the video, actually the exhaust came off quite clean, so I didn't really need to do this, but it can be quite useful. With the V-bands loosened off, it's time to release these clamps, and this really is, in this case, because this is an aftermarket exhaust that I put on as well. It's the only thing that's really holding this exhaust in place. So these clamps, once we release them, should be able to get the exhaust off nice and clean. 13mm socket set, one on the back, one on the front, gets these clamps off nice and easy. This exhaust actually, I ordered it from Design Tech off the Design 911 site. It's a shame in a way because I think it actually sounds great, but it's going to have to come off. It's not a centre exit, and now it's just going to be stuck in the shed until I decide what to do with it. But yeah, I think it's a really nice upgrade, and of course it's not going to be as good as some of these big boy expensive exhausts, but if you want to find a way forward and just want a slightly better sound, I think this really is worth a try. Yep, these clamps come off nice and easy, and the exhaust is now freeing up. And then the next bit, again, just to make it easier, just to pull the exhaust out so it doesn't get caught, I'm just going to loosen off some of these mounting points, and they also hold some of the heat shielding as well. But once we've got that off, the exhaust is really easy to pull out, and it just makes the whole job just a little bit less stressful. And there we have it. The exhaust with an X-pipe style exit is completely free to come off now. And really it's just a case of just loosening off and it just pulls free. Okay, bye bye exhaust, and let's keep you nice and safe and rust free in the shed. Okay, just applying a bit of WD-40 here. I just wanted to make it easier just for the clamps to slide onto the exhaust. Just going for a test fit now, just wanted to make sure it fits. Did measure it up, so it should do, but it does look a lot smaller than the current exhaust. And there we go, yeah, it does fit on. All that's left to do now is whip off these exhaust switches. And effectively, when you put it into sport mode, it opens the flaps up and closes them. One of these on each side, and on the new exhaust it's got the sections to add these on, as we saw in the other video. And pretty straightforward to put these on. All the bolt holes should just line up, and then you just bolt them down. Just make sure that the prongs do fit onto the switches that sit on the exhaust. You'll see that as you push it on, you just need to make sure they line up, and then bolt this down and you're good to go. One of these on each side of the exhaust. And that's it, exhaust all ready to go. Switches on and looking good. Let's hope it all lines up with plenty of space underneath. So this bit really should be a breeze. We've already done a test fit. It's just a case now with the valve switches on there. Is it going to fit in? Are we going to get enough space? Lo and behold, yes, it all fits good. I've got to make sure these are routed up nicely, properly cable tie those up. And we don't have anything really holding this back box onto here, so I'm going to need to get someone to do that. All in all, looks pretty good. Very short run here, so no, not like the other sports exhaust, there's a lot of routing pipes. This is just going straight through and out. I don't know what that what's that going to mean. Is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Is it going to be really drony? We'll find out. And then lastly, it's just getting this heat shield back on over the top. And interestingly, I haven't made any cuts or marks in this, and if we look back at the previous footage I showed of the GT3 sensor exhaust, the heat shielding is completely different. But here, it's quite handy actually. There's just a central cutout that works absolutely perfectly. And lastly, I'm just going to test fit these exhaust trims. Two minds about whether chrome works for me, and as you can see here, they are a little bit wonky, but yep, they fit, and we can do some alignment and sort that out later, and I'll decide whether I am going to stick with chrome or not. And on the exhaust, I'm really sorry, I'm going to have to keep you way into the next video. Still too many sensors and things unplugged at the moment, and I just didn't want to push for a start yet. So yeah, that's one for the next video once we get the bumper on. So great news, I found someone who can sort my bumper for me. And in the next video we're going to see when that bumper comes back, but I'm really happy with the finish and how he managed to get this bumper looking so good. But there are still some other challenges looming. As you can see here, this exit that you get on the Carrera S, you don't get that on the GT3, obviously because it's a completely different engine setup, and this is going to cause a problem. I don't know if I'm going to sort this one in the next video, but I do find out later that this does cause an issue for me. What can we expect in the next video? Well, we're going to get that diffuser on, and the bumper comes back, and we're going to fit it. So look, I hope you enjoyed the video, I really do. Please give me a like, give me a subscribe, it'd be fantastic. I'd be really interested to hear any comments you got as well. I'm always interested in feedback, and yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next video.